Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I will tell you about the SU command, people. The SU command, where SU is a short form for switch user. This SU command is used to switch into a different user account. Now I will demonstrate the SU command with some examples, people. Okay, the commands that you see here are the command and the output that you see here that I am highlighting, people. This is something that I have done in the previous presentation on the ID and who commands. Now I want to have a clear screen, people, where I do not see this kind of output. I want to have a clear screen. If I want to get that kind of clear terminal screen, I can use the clear command. So when I run the clear command, this will clear the terminal screen and I'll get a terminal screen like this, people. Okay, now I will start explaining about the SU command. Okay, let me now start by checking what is the user account with which I am working with in this system at this moment. I will run the ID command, people. Now from the output I realize that currently I am working with the user account Prem. Now this is a regular user account. This user account Prem is a regular user account, and this regular user does not have the privileges to run the system administration commands. For example, people, I will now demonstrate the same thing. Please look at this. I run a command called fdisk along with the L option. This is a command, the fdisk command. When I use it with the L option, the purpose of this command is to list the different hard disk in this system. Now, when I run this command, people, this command will not run successfully, and instead it will return with an error message like this. I have run the command, people, by pressing the enter key, and I got the error message like this. See? The reason is that I am working with a regular user account, that's a non-root user account. Now, this kind of command, fdisk along with the L option, can be used by the system administrator to identify the different hard disk in the system, since this command will list the different hard disk that we have in the system. Now, how can I use the root user privileges now, people? Because you all now know that the root user account is the all-powerful system administrator account in the Linux and Unix systems. If I switch user into the root account, I will be able to run this command fdisk-l, that is the fdisk command along with the L option. I will be able to run this command with the root user privileges and list the different hard disk in the system. So for that purpose, I can use the SU command. SU command, where SU is a short form for switch user. I will use the SU command typically with the hyphen character like this, people, and then I will specify the user account into which I want to switch into. So in this example, I am going to switch user into the root account. That's the all-powerful system administrator account. Let me do that, people. I press the enter key. Now the password prompt, this password prompt that is appearing, it is asking for the password for the root user. I will now type the password for the root user, people. And when I press the enter key, you can notice that when I provided or when I entered the correct password for the root account, you can notice that I have successfully switched user into root. And please remember people, when I type the password, the Linux and Unix system does not provide any indication that the password input is being taken. That is a standard Unix security approach. Alright people, now I have successfully switched user into the root account, and now you can notice that the command prompt is now ending with a hash or the pound symbol. When I was working with the regular user account frame, I was finding that the command prompt was ending with dollar symbol. Whenever I have switched user to root account and I am working with the root account, whenever I am working with the root account, the command prompt is ending with hash or the pound symbol. This kind of command prompt ending with hash or pound symbol for the root user is the Linux or the Unix systems way of telling me that, hey, please be very careful with any action that you are performing, since you are now working with the all-powerful root user account. So that is the reason people, a hash or a pound symbol is seen at the end of the command prompt whenever we are working with the root account. Now, how to verify that I am working with the root account? I can see that in the command prompt itself. However, if I want to verify that I am working with the root account at this moment, I can run the id command people. When I run the id command, it now reports that I am currently working with the root account, the all-powerful system administrator account. Now, can I run this command? Let's see. Fdisk command along with the L option. Please do not worry about the fdisk command people. This command I will tell you about the fdisk command in the playlist, in a separate playlist that I will create for the Linux system administration course. For now, please just understand that this command fdisk along with the L option will list all the hard disk in this Linux system. In this virtual machine, I have CentOS Stream 10. So, in this CentOS Stream 10 system, what are the different hard disk that I have? I can report with this command. Let me now run this command people, the fdisk command along with the L option. Yeah, this time it has run successfully. You can notice that. The fdisk command along with the L option, it has now reported that there is only one hard disk in my machine with a size of 20 GB, and the partition plan for the disk, we can see that here people, and the other components that are provided by this disk are seen here. Please do not worry about that output. You will understand the complete output of this command, the fdisk command along with the L option, whenever you learn about this command in the Linux system administration course. Anyway, now I have demonstrated that the root user is able to run the fdisk command along with the L option to list all the hard disk in this machine, in this Linux system, that is CentOS Stream 10 Linux system. Now, when I'm done with all the system administration activities people, what I can do is I can use or I can run the exit command to terminate this switch user session into the root account. Please look at this. When I type the exit command and press the enter key, now you can notice that this exit command has terminated the switch user into root account session. The exit command has terminated the switch user session into the root account, and I have returned to the login user account, that's the frame account, and that's something which I can verify with the id command people. Alright. Now, one very important point people, like this. When I run the su command and I specify the hyphen. Now I can specify the user account into which I want to switch into. This can be any user, any login user. I just have taken the root user for example in the previous demo for su space hyphen space root command. However, instead of root, I can specify any user, that is any login user account. Now, if I do not specify any username people here, I just specify like this su and then hyphen, I press the enter key. Now the su command by default will try to switch user into the root account, because when I do not specify any user along with the su command, the su command will by default try to switch user into the root account. Now the password prompt is actually for the root user. Now I will type that people, the password for the root user, and you can notice that the password input that I provided, it is being taken. However, it is not indicating, the system is not, the Linux system is not indicating that it is taking the user input even with any characters like star or dot or anything like that, because that's the standard Unix security approach. Even though the password input is taken, there is no indication given that the password input is being taken. Now I press the enter key people after typing the password. Now I can notice that I have successfully switched user into the root account, even though I did not mention the root user specifically along with the su command. Now I will just use the exit command to terminate this switch user session into the root account, and I return to the regular user session, the prime user session, the login user, the prime user session. Now I will tell you about this people. Earlier, if you have noticed, I have used this command su space hyphen and then root. Now, is this hyphen mandatory here? That's the question. Okay, let me now tell you the answer people. The hyphen here, it is not mandatory. Even though it is recommended to use the hyphen character there, it is not a mandatory requirement. So, to demonstrate, let me remove that hyphen character here people. Now, I just have typed the su command and then the argument is the root user. Once again, I am trying to switch user into the root account. However, this time without the hyphen there. Will it work? Let's check. Now I will press the enter key people. Now the password prompt is for the root account. I enter the password for the root user, and you can notice that I was still able to successfully switch user into the root account. So even though I did not use the hyphen there after the su command, I am still able to switch user successfully into the root account people. However, there are some significant differences people between this command without the hyphen there, without the hyphen character after the su command, and the use of the su command like this. This command, su command, used along with the hyphen before the username, and su command used like this without the hyphen before the username. Between these two different commands, there are significant differences. I will explain the difference people between the su root, this command, and the su hyphen root command at the end of this Linux and Unix fundamentals course. Alright people, I will now conclude this presentation. Please subscribe to this channel and also share this channel. If you find that this channel is useful to you, in learning about Linux and related topics. Thank you.